So one of the most popular technologies today is artificial intelligence, or AI, if you want to be geeky about it, which I certainly don't mind for myself personally. We live in a time of unprecedented knowledge, and not just knowledge, but accessibility to that knowledge. I mean, you can pick up your phone or grab your tablet. You can even speak into your watch and ask a question and get the answer almost immediately. It's like instantaneous. One of the things that the Bible teaches us is that experience with God has to be an ongoing, progressive experience. And sometimes culture predisposes us to think that we have to have the answer right here and right now. I see this a lot in relationships and in people's personal growth, even in myself sometimes, where I'm struggling with something and I want to know, God, if I could just get the answer right now, it would just help me so much. I think we're missing something when we're just looking for the answer, because that's not the whole picture. The journey of growth in God, it allows us to see something more than just what's at hand. I'll give you a for instance. When I went to Bible college many years ago, I determined that I wanted to have a regular Bible reading program. So I started to read 4 chapters of the Gospels and 5 chapters of Psalms and 1 chapter of Proverbs every day. And in about a month, I could finish all of them. And then the next month, I would start all over again. Well, I did this for about 2 years. And what I found along the way is I was reading that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And what I really wanted was that wisdom from God, something to be able to impart to people and bless them with and help them in this journey of truth. Well, along the way, I came across Hebrews 4:12. And it says this, "For the word of God is living and powerful." And I'm like, yes. And sharper than any two-edged sword. Oh, yes. And piercing even to the division of soul and spirit, of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what people need. And I took that word, and unfortunately, instead of using it as a discerning sword, I used it more like a samurai, just cutting people down and telling them what they should be doing and telling them how wrong they were, more like a Pharisee than really like a Christian. Years later, when I came to Mount Zion, I remember early on Pastor Lauren introduced a concept out of Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 10. And it says this, "To the intent that now the manifold wisdom of God might be made known by the church to the principalities and powers in the heavenly places." He pointed out that the word manifold there means multifaceted or multi-sided. And that what we should glean from this is that there are multiple sides of truth. I heard that and my brain literally just imploded. I'm like, nope, no way. There's one truth, the truth, and that's it. And for the next couple of years, I actually tried to disprove his statement. I failed. However, along the way, what I did gain was more than knowledge and more than understanding. What I gained was discernment. In 1 Thessalonians 5:23, it says, "Now may the God of peace himself sanctify you completely, and may your whole spirit, soul, and body be kept sound and blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ." What I thought was wisdom all those years ago, it was missing the heart for the entire person. I wanted to try and convince them that by confronting them with knowledge, I could confront their truth. Well, there's a place for that, but what I was missing is that people were comprised of not just a mind, but also of a soul, of a body, and of a spirit. I needed discernment with my knowledge, because that's what wisdom should be. I needed to see the whole picture, so that when ministering to them, I could take into account who they were, not just what they thought. And that developed a real sense of empathy inside of me. In the end, I want my words to be more than correction. I want them to be words of hope, words of healing, words of deliverance, and most of all, words of life. I needed the revelation that each person, whether Christian or not, was created to be an image bearer of God, and that my words were either going to draw them closer to that or push them farther away. That's something artificial intelligence will never be able to do. It cannot sense a person's heart or their pain or their confusion or frustration. It can only give them information. And people are much more than that. Not by might and not by our power, but by the Spirit of God, we can walk in these things. And that's where the discernment of wisdom can be the difference for your life and the lives of the people around you.